He told me I was the love of his life, and a week later, I found him tangled up with my best friend. I'm sorry. I thought you'd understand. But how do you understand something that rips you in half? I met James on a Monday afternoon. It was raining, the kind of slow, moody rain that makes you cancel plans and stay inside. He offered me his extra umbrella. We ducked into a tiny cafe and ended up talking for hours about books, childhood stories, and how neither of us really liked pumpkin spice anything. Our first date turned into a ritual. Every Thursday, same table, same cinnamon rolls. He remembered how I took my coffee, 2 creams, no sugar, and how I hated the sound of ticking clocks. We slow danced in my kitchen. He'd pull me in close and whisper the lyrics instead of singing them. I used to think this must be what forever feels like. I didn't just love James. I trusted him with every corner of me. Then something started to change. The good mornings became just mornings. Our Thursday rituals turned into reschedules, excuses, silence. He said work was stressful, that he needed space. So I gave it to him, not realizing he was already slipping away. One night, he left my place without saying, "I love you." It was small, but I felt it, like a thread coming loose. And once you feel that thread, you start to pull. I searched for signs in every smile, every text, trying to make sense of something that had stopped making sense. I didn't expect the truth to come in a photo. Just one picture, one careless upload, and everything shattered. It was Ava, my best friend since 9th grade. The girl who knew everything, who cried with me after every failed date, who helped me rehearse what I'd say the night James, and I made it official. And there she was, wrapped around him like I never existed, smiling with the same face that used to swear loyalty with pinky promises and midnights on the phone. Why? I thought you'd understand. That was it. No apology. No explanation. Just understand. Like I was supposed to be okay with watching 2 people I trusted the most erase me. I couldn't move. Couldn't speak. I just sat there watching that photo like it was proof that I was never really enough. Not for him. Not even for her. And that's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't just break your heart. It breaks the story you told yourself about your life. I didn't plan to see that. I just ended up there. Ava's apartment. Same doormat I helped her pick out on Etsy. Same wreath we hung up after wine and breakup songs last fall. When she opened the door, she looked surprised, but not guilty. Like I had arrived too late to a story that had already decided its ending. I didn't cry that night. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling like it might fall and finish the job. Sleep didn't come. Food didn't matter. The silence filled every room like smoke. Everything reminded me of them. The cinnamon candle she gave me, the hoodie he left in my closet, even the stupid Spotify playlist we made together gone, deleted, like I was some story they couldn't finish reading. My cat stopped trying to wake me up, like even she knew something inside me had gone quiet. I drafted 100 messages I never sent. I rehearsed conversations that would never happen. I stood in the mirror asking myself what I did wrong, over and over. It felt like someone had died, but I was the one grieving, and no one had the decency to bury me. He gave me that mug for our 1-year anniversary. It still hasn't cracked. Funny how the things that meant nothing to them still refused to break. And then there he was, James, wearing the same hoodie I once cried into, standing in her living room like he belonged there. She started crying, said it just happened, that they didn't mean to hurt me. That love is complicated. James didn't defend himself, didn't fight for us. He just stood there, mouth half open, eyes saying everything he couldn't. I realized in that moment, they weren't sorry they did it. They were sorry I found out. So I left. Not because I had nothing more to say, but because nothing I said would have made them hear me. Some battles are worth fighting, not because you're weak, but because the war was never yours to begin with. It didn't happen all at once. Healing never does. One morning I just sat there, no alarm, no plan, just breath in, breath out, and silence that would hurt as much. I started small. I opened the windows, brushed my hair, put on socks that matched, watered the plant I didn't. Not because I wanted to be seen, but because I wanted to be there you are. I stopped trying to forget him, stopped trying to make sense of her, and started remembering me. The version of me that existed before the heartbreak. The version that could stand on her own. I didn't need closure. I needed clarity. And with every breath, I found a little more of it. Some people won't say sorry. Some betrayals never explain themselves. And sometimes the only closure you get is knowing you survived without one. I still don't understand how they did it. Maybe I never will. But I do understand this. I deserve better. And one day, I'll find it. Maybe healing doesn't mean forgetting. Maybe it just means remembering who you are. If this story touched something in you, you're not alone. This is Drifted Heart, where real feelings find a voice. Stories of love, loss, and everything in between. Subscribe to stay with us. Share your story in the comments. And remember, some hearts break, just to let the light back in.